Hey everyone, I'm Max Hudson Soto, director of JOCKS. I want to thank everyone for showing interest in the project, whether that's by donating to our Indiegogo, or liking our social media posts, or even just thinking about the project. Thank you so much. As I'm recording this video, the morning of April 20th, 2024, we've raised $19,100 in Indiegogo. That's a ton of money, but it's still not enough to make this thing happen. We're closing in on 20 grand, so right now your donations are more important than ever. First off, I want to talk about JOCKS in a general sense. What the heck is this movie, and why should I give you my money? Well, it says on the Indiegogo, JOCKS is a battle between brothers that mirrors the internal struggle between the lesser and greater versions of ourselves, set in a world that is outside of one's control. What is that supposed to mean? Sounds like some pretentious nonsense to me. And well, maybe that's because it is. Pretentious movies are the kinds that the writers, producers, cast, crew, and I enjoy. So, let's break it down. It's a battle between brothers. Well, Dusty and Eric aren't actually brothers, they're best friends and co-workers, so they're like brothers. Batman vs. Superman. They're not actually brothers, even if their mom has the same name. They are like brothers. It mirrors the internal struggle between the lesser and greater versions of ourselves. What does that mean? In the movie, there is a binary that is explored, where Eric is set up as the good guy and Dusty is set up as the bad guy. I, as a writer and creator, identify with both Dusty and Eric. It's a personification of the archetypal devil and angel whispering in your ears, which, in the case of them having a radio show, is quite literal. Set in a world that is outside of one's control. What is that supposed to mean? As this exaggerated character drama plays out between Dusty and Eric, the world indifferently moves around them, randomly inconveniencing and benefiting them and their agendas. It's supposed to be realistic. Now, I don't just want to beg for your money. I also want to talk about some of our behind-the-scenes considerations. Obviously, our number one goal is to make the movie in a timely manner and to the highest degree of quality possible. But in order to accomplish that goal, a new goal is formed: avoiding the sunk cost fallacy. It says here on Google, sunk cost fallacy. The phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they have invested heavily in it, even when it is clear that abandonment would be more beneficial. Let's say, hypothetically, we don't get enough money to make the movie this summer, which is a very realistic outcome. It might be tempting to take the 20-something grand and spend all of it trying to make the movie the best we can right now, right? Wrong. If so, we would fall prey to the sunk cost fallacy. What would happen is we would waste all of your money and then would get stuck with a low-quality product that is not safe for human consumption. Here's another scenario. We don't get enough money to make the movie, so we refund everyone immediately and shelve the movie for 10 or so years. Well, that also carries the risk of falling prey to the sunk cost fallacy. What could happen is we would have to re-ask for everyone's money years down the line with a lower degree of credibility, which would lead to less money. In addition to that, we might lose out on important and contingent resources we already have, like our lead actors, our movie lawyer, our locations such as the casino and radio station. So, I'm not going to rattle off all the different possibilities and variables we are considering to make this movie correctly. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of insight to assure you that your money is safe with us. Most of all, JOCKS is supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be wacky, and it's supposed to be epic. You should give us your money because you want to help bring a fun, layered text to life. The truth is, we're going to make this movie no matter what, and it's going to be awesome. Do you want to be involved or not?